Okay, guys, so just from the top, if you're here, that means you are here for some stress reduction tips before your test. And I'm Rudy, as you already well know. All right, we've been together for the last, I want to say like 2 weeks. It's been a good time. It's been very nice. So today we're gonna start reading some stress reduction tips and stress management tips. Stress management tip number one: be prepared for test day. Bring a hard copy of your admission ticket. Check that everything is correct. Sharpen pencils. Buy your favorite snacks, a small water bottle, school ID, clear Ziploc bag, and refreshments. Snacks are important, guys. All right? It's nice to not be hungry when you're taking your exam. Bring a snack. Students
And
don't need to bring a
feel free
school
to
ID.
tell them your snack of choice so that people have ideas on what you like, or if you have a suggestion.
Honestly, I like the snacks that are at Queller. The Cliff Bars recently, those were really good. Um, Maybe something sweet, maybe like bring some almonds or something that's gonna give you energy, something that you like, something that comforts you. I can't speak for everybody. We're allowed to be snacks. Yeah, I can't speak for everybody, but I know everybody has their own snack of choice.
And
So,
I promise I'm going to stop speaking soon. I'm just letting you know, when you're online for the hunter test, you're going to get hungry like while you're on the line because there are going to be so many people. And then like when you're done with the test, during the actual test, you probably can't eat or snack because they're going to catch you. But I'm just letting you know that like while you're on the line, while you're in the auditorium, like from the time you get there until you actually make it in the building, you're going to get hungry. So just heads up, like definitely bring snacks. Go ahead.
all right, let me just take it out of read mode. Tools, files. Oh, oh no. All right, so stress management tip number two: do not study anything new the day before the test. Trust me, guys, don't do it to yourself. Don't do it to yourself. Trust that you are prepared. Okay, otherwise you really are going to be stressed out. Zaina, we have a question? No question? All right.
Why don't let's go through all the questions. We'll do it at the end. Like just type your questions in the chat because let's go through all the questions for the
Okay.
all the things, all the
All the
like
tips
final
first.
tips first. Yeah.
You can lightly review old quality materials throughout the day, but not for long. Skim, not heavily, study old material. Research shows that studying brand new material the day before the exam hurts you because it crowds your short term memory with last minute info that can interfere with long term memory retrial or bias your decision making skills. You've learned everything you possibly can at this point. Review what you know. You have completed several practice exams and sacrificed weekends and evenings to study. No more. You are fully prepared. Light review is okay. That's it. No to late night cramming as well. You guys need your rest. All right. That's tip number two. Tip number three. Let's move on. Students should be prepared to wait in a very long line. Like Francis said earlier, it's a huge line. You're going to get hungry quick on it. Before they enter before they enter Hunter to take the test. You can watch the Queller video on what to expect on exam day, so there are no surprises. It will be crowded, but that's okay. Below is an SHSAT exam day video, which has a similar line. So let's take a look at the SHSAT exam video. Oh, the link isn't working, guys.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to write essays that inspire,
Oh, YouTube and
messages.
their ads. Can everybody see the video?
No.
No? All right, let me reshare
Is the
that.
video going or no?
Yeah, I'm
Exam.
playing right now. I'm gonna stop it and then reshare it.
So let's see if it goes. Yeah, we want to see one full page.
Mm-hmm.
While Rudy is setting that up, I'm going to look at the chat right now. Okay. Yay. So this is kind of what test day is going to look like. So there's going to be cops. I need you to be prepared. There's going to be a lot of security. There's actually not going to be, so I'm just giving you a heads up. Do you want to actually maybe mute it? Well, it's fine. Honestly, it doesn't matter.
Go ahead, Francis.
There's going to be a lot of no, it's fine. Just keep playing it. Keep playing it. Okay, there's going to be a lot of people. Listen, I want to give you guys a heads up, and I just want to be very fair. And you're old enough to know, and I just don't want you to be surprised. There are also probably going to be a lot of protesters, just because everything is very political lately. Rudy, can you believe I'm telling you this? Do you believe this? So you guys are not only 12 years old under very stressful testing conditions, dealing with the exam, be prepared. I think realistically, just following the political climate, there will be quite a lot of protesters outside as well saying that, they don't want this testing to take place. So please be aware that your actual entry into the exam will be filled with stress. So I wish I could tell you otherwise, but I think you need to be ready that as you enter the facility, it will be a very long line. It will take a long time. You need to take your snacks, okay? And just simply be prepared that not everyone supports the testing right now. So especially, with the pandemic and everything going on. So just be aware that it might be a little noisier than usual. There's also going to be news reporters. So believe it or not, the Hunter test is such a big deal that every single year there's the news trucks come out when the kids are testing. And this is really funny, and they might interview you. So you might wind up in TV when you take the Hunter exam. They're going to tell you, are you nervous? Are you nervous? It's really funny. So I'm just letting you know that that is extremely likely, that you're going to see news reporters, cops, barricade, some activist groups who don't want testing. So it might be a little bit of a hectic morning. Rudy, you're going to wake up early to go cheer them on?
I'll cheer
like,
them on in
nope.
spirit from here.
It's definitely going to be an experience, you guys. So remember that. Okay. So keep that in mind. All right.
All right, everybody. Moving on to our next tip. Stress
Oh,
management tip
wait. Oh
number
my gosh.
4.
Wait. For the next stress management tip, if they tell you you're nervous, be like, no, I went to Queller Prep. Don't forget. I want an appearance. Don't forget to cheer us on. Queller. Don't forget, guys. Anyways, go ahead, Rudy. Make me proud.
All right, guys. So stress management tip number 4, listen to relaxing music in the evening a few nights before the test in order to wind down. All right. Your mind and body need to rest the days leading to the test, not just the night before. All right. In other words, guys, trust in yourself and your abilities thus far. All right. You learned, you studied, you applied yourself, trust in yourself, have some confidence in you. Okay. When you go over there, understand that you came to do work on that test. Okay. Ignore everything else and focus on what you got to do. Okay. Next up, love, Queller, love, please. Go. Next up, stress management tip number 5. Trouble sleeping? Put your cell phones on do not disturb mode and practice mindful meditation a half hour before bedtime. This tip works well for parents too. Say Rudy is the best. All right, so we have one example. Honestly, I've been trying to focus on the test. Doing what you have to do. No one blames you for it. So we have an example of calm piano music. All right, I'm gonna just check the link right now. Thanks, Kalika. I appreciate that. I'm gonna follow the link right now. I'll make a new share for this link. Oh, the live stream's not available right now. Oh, I'll have to save it for later then. So, stress management tip number 6. Arrive at the test center early, allowing yourself plenty of time to calmly enter. Once inside, identify the locations of the nearest bathrooms and exits. You may wait in line for a while before you enter, so be sure to take food, money, and even a Queller packet to skim lightly, and trash before you enter the exam room. Don't have that in the exam room. hmm a Queller packet, maybe like a study guide or something that you guys could have made or can make. The people next to you will likely wind up in your testing room. By the way, notice there are plenty of food options near the Hunter test sites. You might want to get to the location, settle in, and then get food once you arrive. Smart move. Wherever you guys take it, get there, settle in, make sure you check out your environment. All right. What you want to do is you want to relax and be focused. Okay. Set yourself up so that you have the most relaxed, focused environment there. Next stress tip. All right. Eat breakfast before the exam and snack right before you enter the exam room. Make sure to eat even if you normally skip breakfast or avoid eating when you're nervous. Your brain needs the energy from food to work efficiently. You need to keep your mental focus on your exam and not on your hunger. If you really can't stomach food, then try having a protein shake or smoothie. Also, eat brain boosting food. Protein rich foods can lead to greater mental alertness. It's not a lie, it works. Healthy food choices on exam day include eggs, nuts, yogurt, and cottage cheese. Good breakfast combinations might be whole grain cereal with low fat milk, eggs, and toast with jam, porridge, and oatmeal. Other brain foods are fish, walnuts, blueberries, sunflower seeds, flaxseed, dried fruit, and or figs. Guys, personal testament, flaxseed's phenomenal. Blueberries are spectacular for brain function. If you guys want to be smarter, eat blueberries often. They scientifically make you smarter. Okay, sunflower seeds are pretty good too. I like those as well. Next tip, yeah, little fun fact for everybody. Stress management tip number 8: pack a lucky charm, a lucky penny, rabbit's foot, red string, bracelet, a gift from mom, favorite pencil, favorite Queller pen, or anything small that you feel may bring you good luck. A cute little charm bracelet can go a long way and serve as a reminder that you have good luck by your side. Yeah, I don't know where I'd find it. Personally, I don't use the rabbit's foot example. But I know some people that do. If that's their lucky charm, use it. If you want to be smart, eat blueberries. I like that quote. Love that one. Almost as good as the last one. Personally, I still have fond memories of how my mom would pack 2 pennies, a handmade charm bracelet, and a piece of dark chocolate in a clear Ziploc bag for me for good luck while I sat for my regents. These are Francis's memories, I think. Francis, you want to talk about it?
Memories. I always had something lucky. I always grabbed onto something lucky. I'm just letting you know. I can't tell you anything. I can just tell you it worked. I was one of those kids who was spit on as a child. My mother toy the minute I got a compliment. So I'm giving you a heads up right now that I don't know. It probably worked. I mean, I don't know. I run a business. I'm a lawyer. I mean, I got a lot going on. We have textbooks on Amazon. I know there's quite a lot. So it probably worked. There was no COVID, so I got spit on with no
Definitely.
COVID.
It
But
definitely
I'm
worked.
just saying, like the minute like any
It
major
really
exam
worked.
happens, the minute there was any major exam or anything, there was my mom was all about the lucky pennies, the chocolate, like I don't know, anything that she thought had some kind
Dark
of
chocolate's
mystic
awesome.
power.
I like
Dark
dark chocolate.
chocolate. She was really into that too. Like anything she felt would give me like good energy.
All right, guys. So, stress management tip number 9: write an encouraging letter. Parents, now's a great time to write your kids a letter. Yes, a letter. Remind them how far they have come and how proud you are of them. They are studying for the Hunter test during a pandemic. Remind them that remind them that this is just a test and no matter what the outcome, you love them and they are stars in your eyes. Let them read the letter the night before the test. Oh, that's so cute. Students, write yourself a letter, a simple journal entry about your emotions before the test. You're embracing a large milestone, and only a few days, this entire test experience will be over. Next slide. Um, oh, there it is. Hold on, go back. Remind yourself in writing what a good student you are, how hard you work, and how hard you try. Positive self talk yields positive energy and positive results. Put your thoughts in writing and manifest good energy. This is a top tier tip. Seriously, everybody, speak to yourself with love. All right, this is absolutely correct. Anytime I go into something, I say, Rudy, you got this, man. It's over. There's no question that you got this. Speak to yourself in the most eloquent, high fashion that you can. All right, because you're awesome, and you should know that. Okay. Stress management tip number 10. Please leave a nice Google review and show up. Stress management tip number 10. Plan exactly where you will meet with your friends or parents after the exam ends, before the exam starts. Choose an exact location, a grocery store, a specific building, 1 to 2 blocks away from the test center to easily reconnect after the exam. Remember, for test security purposes, you cannot bring your cell phone into the exam room. If you bring your phone and it goes off during the test, you'll be dismissed from the room and forfeit the exam. We don't want that. Guys, it really is very important to plan ahead because a lot of people take this test, and like we saw in the video, the streets are a bit hectic. It helps to know where you're going to be able to find who you want to find. All right. Planning ahead is another top tier tip. Stress management tip number 11. Take the day before the test off. Consider staying home from school, resting, and relaxing the day before the test. If the weather is nice, go for a run, walk your dog if you have one, scroll around the block, and just enjoy your surroundings. Use fresh air and clear your head before the big day. You should lightly review your Queller notes and materials throughout the day, but don't do any time test prep 24 hours before the actual exam. If you are concerned about maintaining school attendance or have perfect attendance, you can still go to school, but consider leaving early. We suggest students take at least a half day off. Yeah, that sounds very nice. Lightly review your notes the day before the test. Let's just take a look at this Francis's tips video below for lightly reviewing.
If you're doing online meetings, you have to have
Wow,
crisp. With the magic of a click,
YouTube's
I
everything
know, because I
advertising.
have a lot of hits, and now suddenly I've attracted ads.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating. It's fine.
Yeah.
We'll leave it. We'll leave it. We
Leave it, you
can
don't want?
go through it.
No.
Yeah. Just let's keep going through it. And you guys just let us know where you're testing. I want to see if everyone's just like give us like the if you're testing which borough you're testing, or let's see where the exams are. They should, I think, for the most part, be by Hunter in Manhattan. Is
Next
anyone
up, everybody. What was that?
so some people are testing in Brooklyn, some are testing at Hunter. So is
Some
anyone
Bronx.
they're testing Bronx? Anyone?
Yep.
So just tell us what we just want. Okay. So that's not bad. They spread everyone out. So hopefully it's safe.
They can
Go
find
ahead.
each other. Yeah. Stress
Listen,
management tip number
I
12.
and I want to wait. I want to give them some very important advice. Listen, God forbid someone sneezes. Inhale. Keep testing. Okay. Don't leave the room. Just keep going. Just keep going. Okay. You must finish the test. All right. Just keep going. Sit near, try to sit near an open window. All right. Go ahead.
All right. So, stress management tip number 12. Bring a basic, simple watch to the test center and set it to 12. This way, you can pace yourself to the test the entirety of the 180 minutes. Once the proctor says you may begin, hit the timer on the watch. Test from 12 to 3 p.m. according to your watch, regardless of what the real time is. This way, you created your own 3 hour silent timer. Also, consider not wearing the watch on your wrist, but instead placing it on your desk so you could glance at it more easily. Very smart tip. It's nice to have your own time and not rely on the teacher writing on the board somewhere. All right. Next up. Ooh. Stress management tip number 13. No matter what, use the bathroom right before you start the test. Expert advice. Even if you don't have to go badly, go. The nerves can make you want to pee minutes into the exam. Empty it all out. Expert advice. While we're on this topic, you should avoid drinking large cups of caffeine, energy drinks, or sweet soda or juice before time test taking. You don't want to be forced into taking any bathroom breaks during the exam. Taking many, sorry. You also need caffeine or energy. You also don't need caffeine or energy drink. Your body will produce enough adrenaline on the big day to keep you wide awake. That is very true. The last thing you need is to have a sugar rush and then crash midway through the exam. Stress management tip number 14. Pack a jacket. Pack a jacket. What if the AC is crazy in there, man? You don't want to be cold. Wear loose, comfy clothes and be safe. Have an extra layer of clothes on you just in case the room gets too cold. And sometimes that room definitely gets cold. But it could be a toss up because sometimes it could be hot. Next tip, and I believe this is our last stress management tip. Tip number 15. Breathe. Remember that it's only a test. And no matter where you go to high school, you will succeed. Between sections, take a deep breath and try to stretch out. This is a hard test and tough experience, but don't forget who you are and how hard you've worked to get to that point here. Use positive self talk and remind yourself that you can do this.
Yay! I want to take a look at the chat while I'm doing that. Rudy, can you give them any of your heartfelt advice and love
Wait,
and
Rudy, can you
any really, really, really good guidance that you figured out and
let me
that has
see.
not been mentioned?
I can create a file and then put in the chat, guys, of these tips. What other advice do I have, guys? Okay, that positive self-talk one was great. I remember like the first day when everybody took the test, everybody was in the chat and they were like, yo, man, I definitely failed this. I'm never gonna do this, blah blah blah. Don't ever talk to yourself like that. Ever, ever, ever. Okay, like all right, I did bad on this one, but I'm gonna work and I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna make it happen. That's what you should always tell yourself. I'm gonna make it happen. And then you will. And it always happens. It always works out that way.
Yeah,
Another important,
yeah, A plus,
but
Rudy. I just want to say, like, your mental power is so important. Like,
mm-hmm,
if you're negative, it's gonna you manifest it. Like, if you're negative and you believe it, it's gonna happen negative.
mm-hmm. Yep, that is correct. That is very true. Very true. The next one I'd say is definitely don't. Please do not freak out the day before by trying to look over old material. It's just gonna put you. Did you ever do that before? Did I ever do what? Did you ever do that before, Rudy? Um Artie, do what?
The saying that is gonna happen and then it actually happens.
Yes, all the time. I'm speaking from experience here, people. Like Francis understands that you make things happen. And so do I. Like you literally speak it into existence. If you move like it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen all the time. I'm a firm believer in that, guys. Firm believer in that. So yeah, speak to yourself positively, make things happen. Believe it's gonna happen. Move towards it happening. It more than likely it will. If it doesn't, it just didn't happen at that moment that you wanted it to. Admit. All right, next tip, guys. Like I said before, don't please don't freak out the day before and looking at materials thinking you're not going to get it. All right, that puts you in a worse position, even if you weren't going to get it. Okay, it probably depends on the person. Rudy, do you know someone named Christopher one? I might. I don't know. I might. I know a lot of people named Christopher. Maybe, perhaps. Why do you ask though? He goes to
Let's
hunting.
keep going over tips. It's
Oh,
not like
okay.
social
Okay,
stuff.
okay.
Okay.
Another tip: if you leave before I start, don't call you automatically get it.
That's funny. Maybe.
Possibly. It's a possibility. Guys, another tip as far as food wise, I would definitely say don't have a breakfast that fills you up, but have a breakfast that's not gonna have you hungry. Okay. You don't want to walk into the exam like super bloated and just slow. You don't want that. All right. Good breakfast, like as listed in the stress management tips, okay? That's gonna have you alert and active and up. Okay. Personally, I don't drink coffee ever. So I wouldn't recommend it. And besides, coffee makes me like jittery. It makes me it makes me think too fast. I don't like it. But yeah, guys, eat healthy. Can I have a hash brown or a donut? I mean, I would say a hash brown. I don't know about a donut, but I would have a hash brown. Some eggs, good protein. Next tip, like I said before, don't freak out the day before. What you know, you know. What you don't, you don't. It's fine. Take your exam, you'll confidently. Okay. Do I have anything else? It says drink. It says no drink in the room. Can we not even bring a water bottle? You can bring a water bottle if they make you throw it out. Then they make you throw it out, but you could still bring it with you. I think. I like thinking wise. How do I get stick it together? I'll definitely do some research on that, or maybe email some of the staff. They might know a little bit more about that. As far as other stress tips, stress management tips, guys, um, I think that's all I got for you. Think positively, relax yourself, and be confident in your skills. Okay? Be work hard enough to be confident. Kalika, question?
Yes, I sent it in the chat. Like for breakfast, can you eat like a bialy? It's a type of bagel.
Um, hey, when you eat Bialys, how do you feel?
Well,
Do you
I
feel
like.
super full? Do you feel alert?
Well, like if I eat like a little bit, then I feel like okay.
All right, so eat enough so that you feel okay. All right. Just make sure that when you get there, you feel all right and you feel ready and you feel confident. Queller prep camera has a baby. Yeah, she does. Aw. Jazz, you got a question?
Yeah. Is it okay to like skim over our notes the day before the test just to like get a refresher?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Skim over your notes to get a refresher just to make sure that's fresh in your head. Like I said, it's the new material that's don't like the new material is gonna kill you. All right. Don't do it to yourself. Anya, question.
So on the hunter test, what's the best way to manage your time? So for one of the practice tests, I did my essay first, and then the math and like the reading, but I didn't finish. I had lots of multiple choice questions and the reading left. And what would be like how much time? Like in some passages, like they're harder.
So Anya,
What would be the best way?
I don't know if you were in some of my reading review classes, but for the people who were, they understand that a good time management tool is to read the reading questions before looking at the actual passage. All right. If you read the questions before looking at the passage, then you have a good idea of what they're going to be asking for. And you also can be referred to whatever passage they ask you to go to. Like, for example, one question might be like, oh, in line 10 through 12, what was blah, blah, blah? You don't necessarily have to read the whole thing to read lines 10 through 12, right? You could go there. You could read maybe around it to get some context and have enough to be able to answer your question. Also, everybody, another important time taking tip, or another important time saving tool is to understand that when you're running out of time, if you're out of time and there's a lot of questions that you haven't gotten answered, you can guess and you should guess on all of the ones that you haven't yet. Why? Because they don't take points off if you're wrong. What does that mean? It's literally only up from there. All right. Let's say you didn't have 8 and you guessed on all 8 of them and you got 2 right. Statistically, you're going to get 2 right. That's a couple more points that you would have gotten if you didn't guess, right? Just use your greater judgment. Don't get too caught up in their pacing. Set your own pacing. Check your questions. If you know that a question is particularly difficult, maybe you could circle and come back to it. Okay? Try not to get too caught up and focused on one question that's taking too much of your time. All right? Hopefully that helps. Julian, you were next.
I just wanted to ask, like, what do you recommend for studying? Because I know that I know that the Hunter test is like right around the corner. It's like next week. So what do you recommend for studying? Like, how many hours?
How many hours do I recommend for studying? Hmm. For me, when I study, I don't set a set time limit on my studying or a set amount of hours. I study until I feel like I'm confident and I know it, or I know what I want to have. You know what I mean? Like if I feel like I know this, then you know what? Cool. If I don't, then I work to know it. It doesn't matter how long or how short it is for me. What do you think you should study for the test? That depends. That depends on the person. But for me, like I said, as far as studying time, I make sure that I clear my schedule. And you guys are kids; you don't have much on your schedules anyway. Um, to have enough time, if I need that, and then I sit down, I would do a practice exam. I would do a practice exam. I would do one practice test. That's what I would do. Check out everything that I got wrong, and then study on how I can make it right. Zena, you got a question? Hmm. Question? No.
Yes.
Go for it. Can we bring a bag with like a sweater and snacks and just extra water and stuff? Yeah, I would do that. I wouldn't be too crazy with the bag. Like in the stress management tip, the Ziploc bag would work. Maybe you could have the sweater around your waist or something like that. You guys, or something like that. You know what I mean? Definitely bring something. The Ziploc bag is everything. Every time I'll go for a test when I was younger, I would have the Ziploc bag. Maybe a little something in there, like a snack or something. But yeah, and a water bottle. Yeah. If they ask you to throw it out, then you have to throw it out. But I mean, if your watch makes noise every hour during the test, it's no, probably not. I mean, they're probably gonna tell you to turn it off or something. I would find a way to silence my watch. Anya, question.
What's like the most, so like if you have like what's the best way to solve like big counting probability or number theory problems efficiently?
What's the best way to do what?
To solve counting and probability or number theory questions efficiently, because like sometimes they take me a while.
Geez, that's a question that
Yeah,
would.
let's like save it for the math. Let's save it for a math
Yeah.
lesson. Is it okay? I just want to go over, like, I want to qualify something. If is that, I don't know, I just want to backtrack really fast. So, with regards to the exam, there's going to be a reading comp section. There's probably a two-part essay, which I think is, I'm gonna guess, is connected to the reading comp, because that's sometimes they've run it that way. I have a feeling they're going to do it again, so it's going to be two parts, meaning it's connected to the reading passage. And then there's also a math section. So they're 50 reading. This is how it's usually been. So it's probably going to be like this again. It's 50 reading, which is 1 point each. So 50 and a point each is 50. Math is 30. So that's like a point and a quarter each, right? Rudy, I don't know. You know this better than I do. And so just remember that if you have to, you're better off like getting more math questions right, because they're worth more points. And then reading and math, raw score, you have to add everything up. So I just want you to be prepared that if you have to, like, let's say you're tight with time, you get more points on the math. And then in the end, you go to the essay. With regards to the essay, you need to write your little heart out. So just keep writing and keep using visual description. Your essays like don't have to be honest. This is not a lie. Someone quote me. This is not a lie detector test. This is not a polygraph. Like, just make up the whole essay. I don't care. I just need you to finish that essay. Like, it's not about being truthful in your essay. Like, if they're telling you describe a trip, like, talk about a restaurant. You don't even have to go. Just describe it. I just want to see. They just want to see how well you describe a situation. So I just hope that I'm being super clear on how important that is. You need to write an intro body conclusion to get full credit for that essay. That's a very big deal. I don't know, did I leave anything out? I mean, with the testing? No, but you must write the essay. So the top 500 multiple choice scores, there are about 2,000 students, by the way, testing. There are, from the 2000s, figure 25% of you are going to have the essay read, and then they're going to select about 100 and change kids. With that, it's extremely important, you know, that this is only a test and there will be many other opportunities, but Hunter's a big deal because it's like the first big test that you're going to be taking. You're going to have the PSAT and the SAT. You're going to have a bajillion big tests throughout your life, but just kind of, you know, remember the way that I'm telling you is this whole little masterminding. If you have to, like, let's say that you are very tight in time, you're better off hitting the math questions so that you can make sure that you get a little bit more point accumulation on those. And you definitely have to finish the essay, like no matter what, like I don't care what you must close the essay to get the credit for it. Okay. I want to give some really quick tips with essay also. More. Thank you for my reviews. I want reviews. I work hard. I want reviews. Go show me love. I want to give you some really quick tips with essay also. Go today into the vocabulary book, go pick 10 words, like vocabulary words, no matter what, just make sure you use them because they want to see big words in the essay. So literally just have 10 words that you know that are big and advanced and just make sure that they go into your essay. Go memorize like 10 transitions, like good ones, not like also, like consequently, thus. Oh my God, you sound so smart when you use the word thus in an essay. Remember, every transition has a comma. So go memorize 10 transitions, consequently, subsequently, eventually. So think of 10 words, 10 transitions, just memorize them and just make sure you put them into the essay. So I would even like start the essay, like writing all that stuff out really, really quickly just to, and then like check it off, make sure that you do it. Make sure that you draft the essay. You have to have a plan in your essay. Do not go in to the exam writing that essay straight onto the essay page because you're doomed. You can't do that. You must go in, have a skeleton, have like a general idea of what you're gonna write about. You can. And something else I would recommend is I would put a dash. Like, am I going way too fast, Rudy? I am, right? This is, yeah, right. It's fine. You guys are keeping up, right? Say yes. Please say yes. Something else I would do. I would put a dash like halfway through the page because you want to make sure that you like clearly define paragraph 1. So basically, if you have a dash halfway through the page, you know that you have paragraph. Oh my gosh, you guys want to see the baby while I'm talking? The baby's pretending to talk. Listen. Hi, baby. Well, anyway, so you want to make sure that the actual essay you have halfway through the page is also, you have a clear paragraph 1, clear paragraph 2. When you go to the second page of the essay, put a dash halfway through because what you want to make sure that you're doing is leaving space for a conclusion. The last thing you want is to, Rudy, look at how cute this is. The last thing you want to do is have a, oh my God, I have to spotlight baby. Sorry, Rudy. Bye, Rudy. No, I'm kidding. Hello, my little baby. Wait, Rudy, how do I do it? Let's see.
I got you. I'll do it.
I'm spotlighting the baby. Hold up. Oh, this is too cute. He's talking because he thinks he's like mommy over here. Anyway, so as I was saying with regards to the actual essay, you want to make sure that you put a dash halfway through the page on the second page because you want to make sure you have space for a conclusion. The last thing you want is to create a situation where you're writing the essay and you literally have like no space for the conclusion because you're not going to get full credit for the essay. So I just want to quickly recap what I had said. Make sure that you have 10 vocabulary words that you're definitely going to use. I don't care what they are, just make sure you use them. I want to make sure that you absolutely have 10 transitions and make sure they're like 3 syllable, like transitions, like big ones, consequently, like big words, okay, subsequently, hence, thus, put that into the essay also. And if you need to do the point allocation, if you're very pressed for time, well, first of all, you have to set your watch to 12. That's a really big deal. That's like a really important trick. So you set the watch, but let's pretend that you do like an hour, and then you have like, I don't know, let's say that you did the essay in 30 minutes and you have 30 minutes left. Put your time and energy into the math because the math is going to give you more points. And don't stress if you don't get into Hunter. It just happens to be one big opportunity. And there are plenty of other opportunities. We just want to make sure that you're like really well prepared for this one. Did I miss anything? No.
No, that was pretty good.
I want to look at the chat really fast. Is that okay? Anything else or no? Set your watch to 12. Go to Walgreens for $10. Go get yourself a cheap watch. Go to Walgreens. It's open 24 hours. Get yourself a cheap watch and use that watch. No alarms, no nothing, no beeping. Okay. And then let's go over some emergency situations. No matter what, you must go pee. Do you hear me? I don't care if you have to go or you don't have to, whatever. You must go before the exam. The minute you get into the testing room, the minute you get into like that building, the first thing you should do, identify where the bathrooms are, like a ninja. Literally, you're like, hello, thank you for having me. I need to go pee. Make sure no matter what, you use the bathroom. If you have to use the bathroom during the test, whatever, it happens. You know, what can you do? Make sure starting now, literally tonight, I'm not even exaggerating, make sure that you start going to bed very early, because the night before the test, get real, you're not going to sleep well. Make sure starting now that your body is being sleep trained to get a lot of rest, because you can't study the night before. I'll tell you why, because it doesn't work. You can't study the night before. You're not going to retain the information. And even if you retain it, like your brain is clouded because you didn't get enough sleep. You're going to short circuit during the test. It's not good. When you enter the testing room, you go to so the first thing you have to do, go to the bathroom. Here's another thing you should know. Try to sit by the window. Also, when you're online, this is very important. The people you're online with, plan it out with your friends. The people that look at how he's trying to talk. You're so cute. The people who you're in line with, they're probably going to be the people you sit next to. If anyone is like noisy, chatty, getting on your nerves in any way, don't be in the line with them. Like, go like 10 people back. Another thing you should know, this is not a day for sharing. This is not Care Bears. Do not give away your pencils. I will be so angry if you start giving stuff away. Somebody write that in the chat. Okay. You are not donating. You are not donating to charity. This is not church. You're going in for an exam. Do you understand me? This is for a test. Do not give away your pencils, your erasers, your markers. If someone forgot their pencils, too bad, too sad. Okay. Too bad. You cannot go donating your stuff and then you're going to need it. I highly recommend that you bring 10 sharpened pencils into that exam. Make sure that you have the high polymer eraser. High polymer is very good. And you don't rip the page. Okay. So be very careful with the quality of the pencils. The colored pencils are on number 2, and erasers. Don't use mechanical pencils. They're way too light. Rudy, if I'm missing anything, let me know, because I'm just spinning off the most important stuff, but I think I've covered a lot of the material. Can you guys type a little recap of what I'm saying, just so that it's all in the chat and everyone has it? Okay. No sharing stuff. Make sure that you bring some snacks with you. My advice to you, if you're someone who like must munch, take a candy wrapper, like a Snickers bar or something. The actual wrapper makes noise, but if you open the wrapper and put it like in a Kleenex tissue, it won't make noise. So if you're someone who like needs to munch an hour into the test, basically what I'm telling you is like get around it by having like a little snack, but it's wrapped in a tissue. So you can kind of like just eat a snack without making noise. The reason they don't want you to snack, they don't want you to make noise. They don't want like noisy wrappers or chips or something. And make sure it's something chewy, so nothing's crunchy. So you can totally try to eat. Take a baby water bottle, not like one of those big, huge water bottles. Because when you're nervous, like you might drink too much, and that's not good. Oh, God forbid, you can't have your phone, no alarms. Make sure somebody write this in the chat box. Do not, definitely no alarms on your phone. Check all of your phones in the morning that you know. Another thing you should do, you should know exactly when you leave the exam, you need to know exactly where to meet your parents or your friends or someone. Okay. Am I missing anything? Does anyone have questions that I missed? Can you like type them, or I don't know, can you like ask them? There's so many hands. I don't know, just whatever, just call it out. Go ahead. These are our last few minutes of tips. Anybody? Go ahead.
I have a question. So there's this Everbridge app, and you have to fill it out, and you have to show them when you go into a CU and Y testing site. For me, so the Everbridge is an app on the phone. So can you bring the phone for that purpose?
Yeah, I heard a little bit about it. Maybe like have your parents email me. I heard about this, but I'm not very familiar. But yes, you'll have to use your phone, but you don't want a situation where your phone goes off during the test. They're going to confiscate it. They're going to see if you're cheating. It's like too much. You don't need this. Don't give yourself extra stress. Another thing you should know, let's pretend someone in the room that you're in. Oh my God, Rudy, I'm like scared to even say this stuff. I don't care. I don't care, right, Rudy? Because I own the business. I don't care. Let's pretend this is not your day to be nice. Okay. Can you like be nice on Tuesday? Like be nice another day. Okay. The day of the exam, if the person like 3 seats away from you, like let's say he's like not like crying or not feeling good, people might cry during the test. You know, they're going to eventually stop crying, but this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. Can you please, like, no matter what happens in that room, please keep testing no matter what. Like, let's pretend like there's someone like sitting far away who's like crying. And then like 5 minutes later, he like throws up all over the table and it smells really gross. You know what I want you to do? Just keep testing. I just want you to keep testing. Is that fair? No matter what happens in that room, keep testing. Okay. And, hope for the best. Okay. And try, if you could, try to sit by the window if you could. Okay. That's kind of it. Let's pretend there's like a little typo in the exam. Do not stop the test. Make a little mental note there was a typo, but keep testing. Like, basically what I'm telling you is I don't care what happens that day. Do not stop testing. Do not be distracted, and make sure nothing in that room affects you. Let's pretend there's like a twitching light or some kind of noise or something in that room. Bring it to the proctor's attention. But if the proctor doesn't do anything, just keep going. Just keep going until you finish that exam. It's like you're holding the football. Rudy, you think I missed anything? No, right?
No, I think you got a good amount. You
Go
got
in there like a champion. Anybody else have questions? Ask me. Anybody?
Yeah. What's like a score on a Queller graded essay that will like almost guarantee you a spot at Hunter?
It's very hard to tell what the right score is. I would say anything 5, 6 plus, you're in a very safe zone. But I definitely refer you to the rubric and make sure you have visual imagery. And we have essay lessons that you can review, but you have to be descriptive. You have to have like a good hook and a good intro, and you have to have a good descriptive essay. So that's also very important.
Thank you.
I would like to ask if they will be giving extra paper on the test for like math problems.
I think they give you extra paper. I don't know, but let's assume they give you extra paper. Ask for like more. Ask for everything at the beginning. Okay.
Are only
Well,
number two
What was that?
are only number 2 pencils allowed?
Yes. Don't like fight with anyone. Like, if your brother or sister or parents, like anyone who gets on your nerves the night before, can you like argue with them after the test? Can you just like not fight with anyone? Like, I just need you to have like total zen in your house. Like, take a very long shower, take a deep breath, like don't blow up on anyone. Don't do anything that's gonna like mess up your zen. You need tranquility, serenity now. Remember that Seinfeld episode, Serenity Now? Like, you can't like argue with people the day before and then walk into this exam. Like, it doesn't work like that. Just be very positive. And if you have like a friend who keeps you on the phone for an hour and just like waste your time, don't pick up. You have caller ID. You're so lucky. Don't pick up the phone. Leave everyone alone. Stay away from anyone who might give you extra stress or drama. Just go to another room. Just stay away. Okay. Or in the back of your head, be like, I have my exam and I really don't want you messing up my zen. Okay. Did I miss anything? No, right?
No.
You guys learn? Are you good? Did you learn a lot?
Yes, did learn
Yeah.
a lot of things.
Definitely.
I'm very proud of you. We wish you so much good luck. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yay. Thanks for taking all these good notes. Okay. Stay calm, stay focused. I hope that you guys come back to Queller for the future for something. I hope Rudy was a very helpful Zen person, because I'm definitely not. Okay. And I'm very proud of you. Just keep working. Okay. Good. Rudy, I think the baby like thought he was leading this. Isn't this so funny?
Yeah, he definitely still thinks he's leading it.
He's super chill. I mean, he's been in like 20 Zooms now. Okay. I'm very
Natural
proud of
born
you.
superstar.
Leave Rudy a review that he's the bestest. Don't forget. Don't forget. We love the okay. We got it. All right. That's it. Rudy, you want to do the final remarks?
where do we
Have
Yeah.
your calm, relaxing, Zen voice. I don't want my voice to be the last one they hear. Go ahead.
Okay. Everybody, it has been great to be your instructor, help you out on things, answer some questions. I hope that you do very well on your test. Remember, relax. Remember, do your review before if you have to. All right. And walk in there with some confidence. You were here, you did the work. Okay. Now it's time to reap some of the benefits. All right. Be prepared, be chill when you get in there. All right. And be focused. Okay. I wish you guys the best. And this concludes our stress management tips for the Hunter test.
Bye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Thank you.
Bye.
So much. Bye. Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We're gonna
Good luck.
let's say bye to everyone. Guys, that's it. This is the last big weekend.
Yeah.
Bye. Good luck on your test.
What grade on the essay like should you get in? Should you get to like for you to like get into Hunter? Like what grade on the essay would you like so would like what grade on the essay would like would get you into Hunter?
It's the top 500, so it's hard to tell because it's from the cohort of kids who are testing. But like you want to hit like 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, the higher the better. It's hard to tell because this is an exam based on your competition. So it depends on how well everyone else is writing their essays. But as long as you have the advanced vocabulary, don't use baby words in your essay. Make sure you're using big words.
Oh, okay, so like they'll grade a different way than other people by that.
They don't want to see a 6th grader writing an essay. They want to see like a pretend 12th grader applying to Harvard. Like they want to see that kind of essay. So you want to use advanced words. Use big words. Use the bigger. Make it sound higher level. Okay. All right.
Make it
Thank
sound
you.
eloquent. You have to speak with this
If my examination ticket says the check-in time is 7:45 a.m., when do I actually like be there?
Ugh, 7, probably 7. And just take food with you. Have notes with you. But I would be there early. You don't want to be one of the last people there.
Okay, thanks.
Can we have like some
reviews?
What'd you say?
Where are we putting the reviews?
Google. Just go to Queller Prep Reviews.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
so like what are some like can I send like some sample essays that
We
other
can
people have written?
Just email us, okay?
Okay.
Thanks, guys. I'm very proud of you.
everybody.
Don't forget to study.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Say bye.
Will competition be less intense this year due to COVID?
Yes, there are fewer kids testing, but it's hard to tell. You see, it's really hard to tell. But there it's not like significantly fewer.
Okay. And also, can you put your email in the chat?
My email info@quellerprep.com, or just reply to one of the constant contacts that I send out.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone. Say bye. Bye.
So like how is the grading done? Like so let's say you get like 30 out of 50 or like 35 out of 55 on the English, and then you get 20 out of 30 on the multiple choice, and then you get a 4.5 on essay or like a 6 on the essay. Then like how do they grade it, and how like,
first they take the reading plus the math. The raw score has to go maybe 65 points. But that's not the big thing, is that then everyone starts at 0. So you get like a reset button, and then they just look at your essay. So whether you get 65 or 90 points is irrelevant, because after that, they're just going to look at essay. They read the top 500 essays.
So the essay counts differently from like the reading and the math?
Yes.
Okay, so like let's say that you get the expected amount, a multiple choice on both, and then you write a good essay, then you get in.
Can you ask the question one more time? I was getting a text message. I'm sorry. Do it one more time.
Okay, so like let's say that you get on the the right amount of questions right on the multiple choice and the English. The English and the math, and then you write a good essay, like you get a 4.5 out of 10 on, or like 6 on the essay. Then like would you get in?
It just depends on it's compared to the competition that you have. It's extremely hard to determine. It goes in the competition. The bottom line is you want to get as many reading and math multiple choice as you can, and then you want to make sure your essay is as strong as possible. It's hard to say because it's all about who else is taking the test and how well prepared they are.
So would there be like more people this year or like less people?
It's
because
fewer
of-
people this year, fewer, but it's not
Oh.
significantly fewer. Like last year, there were like 2,250. This year, it's like 2,000.
Oh.
What is your son's name?
Jacob Ivy. My kids are all Ivy for middle names. Ivy.
I have more than one kid.
I have I have 3 and a dog. I got a busy house. Rudy knew me when I had 0. It was very 0. Okay, everyone. I think we're all set. Good?
I have a question.
Yes.
So, like, at least, like, what score do you need to score, like, on the reading and the math separately to, like, guarantee for them to, like, check your essay?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's a raw score, so it's reading and math. Your total from reading and math should be 65 plus. I'm giving you like based on prior years.
So they would average, like, your 2 scores, and it has to be above a
They
65?
add reading and math, and they don't care which one is higher. It could be reading or math.
Okay, and for the essay, we should score like a 5 out of 10 at least.
It's hard. Yeah, I guess 6, 7. It's hard. It's hard for me to predict, but yes.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck, everyone.
Wait, so if you like, don't get a 65 plus, then they don't look at your
They won't read.
essay.
You have to get a certain multiple choice to get the essay read.
Oh.
So, like, if you get a 75% in reading and math, they will definitely read your essay, right?
Yes. Yes, 100%.
Okay, thank you.
I want to thank all of you and those of you who are remaining. Please leave us a good Google review. This was a very long month. All right. Thank you guys. Good luck. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Say bye. Bye, Jacob. Bye. Bye, everybody. Good luck. Good luck, everyone.